Hello, and welcome to our 5th Bookalope screencast. In our last two videos, we talked about Bookalope's advanced document import to extract functions and how it structures content from our book's manuscript. Today, we will talk about checking this content for various punctuation problems, spelling, and other typographical issues. There are two sections on Bookalope's content page. The Options section offers various options to determine what sort of issues Bookalope should check. The second section shows our structured document. There are currently two sets of issues that Bookalope can check. A number of simple defaults or more elaborate checks based on rules from the Chicago Manual of Style. The simple defaults look for more uses of straight typewriter quotation marks, incorrect spacing before and after punctuation, or problems with ellipses and periods. The Chicago Manual of Style extends those simple defaults with checks that look for swap punctuation and quotation marks, inconsistent spacing around hyphens and dashes, and suspicious use of consecutive punctuation marks. In addition to these checks, we can also enable a spell checker. Note that every time we modify any of these options, our document is updated immediately. The second section contains our structured document. Every one of the light blue boxes contains a chapter. Bookalope displays the chapter title and, in brackets, the chapter kind that we selected during the import step. We can click on the chapter title to open the chapter's content. Let's walk through the chapters of our book one by one. Remember that Bookalope treats a new chapter as a new page for our final book. Our first chapter, the cover page of our book, has therefore the title Cover and is a cover page kind of chapter. When we open this chapter, then we see the cover image that Bookalope generated for us. The next chapter has the title Beginning the Journey, and its kind is Title Page, meaning that this chapter is our book's title page. We click on the title to inspect the chapter content, and the sole content of this chapter is the author's name. Note that we work with the plain and structured text content only, and all of the styling in our manuscript has been removed. That is because during import, Bookalope has stripped away all original styling information when it derived the structure for our document. Bookalope will apply styling when it generates the final ebook or print book depending on the chapter kind. In this case here, the chapter kind is title page, and Bookalope will style this page accordingly later. Next, we take a look at the copyright chapter. Bookalope did not flag anything here, so let's move on to the next chapter. The Dedication chapter contains orange text portions that indicate issues that Bookalope found and flagged for us to inspect. We can now click on any of these issues for further information. In this case, the two issues are misspelled or unknown words. At the moment, Bookalope does not yet suggest corrected spelling, and we simply acknowledge that these words were unknown. The next chapter also contains words unknown to Bookalope, and we simply ignore these issues. The Table of Contents chapter does not have content, but Bookalope will generate the actual table of contents when it builds the final ebook or print book. The Introduction chapter also contains a few unknown words. However, they are all correct and we could ignore these issues for now. In the Preparation chapter, Bookalope flagged 2 hyphens. To inspect these issues, we click on one. We see that Bookalope considers this hyphen as suspicious and offers us 2 options, to leave the hyphen alone or to change it to an M dash. In this case, we should indeed change this hyphen to an M dash, and so we select that option and click Fix. Bookalope immediately fixes the text and marks it green. If we change our mind, we can click on the issue again and then click Ignore. In that case, Bookalope undoes our first fix and reverts to the original text. It is important to note that all fixes are applied only in our web browser, and they are not yet applied to the original document on the Bookalope server. Only when we click the Update Issues button at the bottom of this page do we apply all fixes permanently. Instead of fixing the second hyphen, let's click Ignore. Now Bookalope marks it in orange instead of green. Again, we can always change our selection later. Let's move forward through the next chapters. Yourself contains an unknown word and a suspicious hyphen, and so do both the spiritual friend and light, expansive, uplifted chapters. For now, we ignore these issues. Note how the Joy chapter sets apart our structural element poem. As we continue to work through our chapters, we see where Bookalope flagged issues. In the Impersonal chapter, for instance, Bookalope found a period that is not followed by a space, which, in this case, is actually correct, and we ignore this issue. It also flagged a comma swapped with quotation marks, and we correct this easily by clicking Fix. In this manner, we work our way through our book, and we inspect the issues that Bookalope flagged. Bookalope discovers a growing number of problems, and we continuously improve Bookalope's capabilities to search for more and different content issues. At the bottom of the page are 3 action buttons. The first one, Update Issues and Continue, applies all of our fixes to the document and moves our book flow to the next and final step. The second button, Update Issues, applies all of our fixes to the document, rechecks everything, and then presents us with the update. This is very helpful in cases where fixing one issue might uncover a new one. Clicking the third button, Review Structure, takes us back to the previous structure step of this book flow, where we review and adjust the structure of our book's content. We covered this topic in our last 2 videos on Manuscript import. For now, we click the Update Issues and Continue button to apply our fixes. In our next video, we will talk about the final book flow step, conversion, and how we generate ebooks and print books, as well as file formats for continued editing and production. Thank you for watching.